Thank you for allowing me to be with you here this evening. What I would like to do in our discussion tonight is to talk to you about ways in which we can more effectively, more efficiently assist our patients who are addicted to nicotine. And in some respects, this conversation represents a bit of a challenge, because I want to challenge you to rethink some of the assumptions that underlie perhaps your approaches to smoking patients. And I would ask you this evening to commit never again, in any sentence in which the word smoking appears, to use phrases like habit, lifestyle choice, behavioral preference, because to do so immediately reveals that you do not understand the processes that result in the initiation and the perpetuation of nicotine addiction. And let's talk for a moment or two about that, because this is the most tenaciously addictive drug we confront in our communities. And you look at this data, which shows the probability of dependence after being exposed to a drug with addictive potential at least once. And tobacco leads the list, exceeding that of heroin, cocaine, cannabis, etc., etc., etc. And there are a variety of reasons for that, not the least of which is the way this drug is typically administered. When you inhale tobacco smoke, large quantities of nicotine are delivered virtually directly via the pulmonary circulation into the left ventricle. And as a complete digression, let me just look you squarely in the eye and say that outside of the implantable insulin pump, this is the most sophisticated drug delivery device in your community. And now we stray into the portion of this presentation which my son as a teenager said was more information about cigarettes and smoking than any human could possibly be interested in, but I'm going to give it a try. Because I think as clinicians, we fail to apprehend just how sophisticated and pernicious this drug delivery device is. I'm going to make the assumption that most of you are not familiar with the concept of front-end lift, a design precept known to cigarette engineers. You can manufacture a cigarette in which the tobacco in the first few millimeters of that cigarette delivers a particularly intense burst of nicotine, so that the first gasp that the smoker has on that cigarette produces a kind of phenomenon.